Hello, welcome to today's reading. The energy I'm bringing into today's reading is an energy of acceptance. Good, bad, ugly, right? Sometimes we need an energy of acceptance, and I feel this energy is usually at the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. So it doesn't feel great all of the time, but it is a positive indicator. It's an indicator of something good to come. So, all right. We definitely don't need 6 cards for our energy for the reading. So let's get 1 card for your energy. Preparation. I've seen this card quite a bit. Preparation. This is a card, I'll just touch a little bit from the Oracle book, but this is a card, if you can see, it's talking about these crows in the Seattle area. And all of those ferries that run, you see that ferry there? It's a car ferry. And what these crows do is they take these clams, that's what these are supposed to be, and they put them on the platform so that when the cars come off of the ferry, it crushes and it opens those. It's just an example of what preparation can look like. I really like this card. And there's something in here, apart from that story, that says, preparation speaks to getting ready for something you know is on the horizon and planning for it accordingly. It's about getting all your ducks in a row, or in this case, clams, so that you achieve the most beautiful outcome. Yeah, I like it. Preparation. Okay, so that's really aligned with acceptance. You know, as I was saying, that acceptance energy is usually the end of a cycle and the beginning of another. And sometimes acceptance energy can feel really good. A lot of times it can have some not so great emotional ties associated with it because endings can be sad for many reasons. Maybe you're coming out of a season that was really great and it's hard to let it go even though you're ready for the next season. Or maybe you're coming out of a difficult season and you're ready to move on, but just the energy of that difficulty is still hanging around. So it could be a lot of things. All right, let's look at tarot and see what tarot has to say. This card wants to come out. The Magician, of course it is. Magician likes to come out for my readings so far in 25, especially in this position. And this first position here, I generally read as your area around career, work, finances, what you do for work. It's so much of our lives, what we do for work. Relationships are really key to our lives as well. And then different activities that are happening in our lives tend to be transitory, you know. So this is definitely preparation energy, bringing something to life, planning something, preparing. Like you've been equipped with all of the skills and tools and knowledge that you need for this next leg of the journey. But you're not taking action yet. You're just prepared. You have what you need. What else do we need to know about the Magician? Okay, this is that acceptance energy. Having a hard time looking like, it's almost like something didn't completely go the way that you wanted it to, and there's some clinging maybe happening, like, should I wait a little longer until that one thing turns around? Apprentice of Stones. Yeah, I think the answer is no. It's time to plant new seeds. It's time for new learning opportunities, new growth, something new. What's this card that flipped and didn't actually turn around? The Emperor in reverse. I feel for many of you that you have a level of experience in something, a skill that's taken many, many years to cultivate. And like all paths in life, there have been ups and downs. And maybe because you've put so much time and effort and built so much skill and knowledge in this area, that's part of the difficulty in letting go. I think that your heart is in something else. Your heart is almost not in this anymore. Your heart is looking towards something else, something new. And I am almost getting kind of like retirement energy, early retirement energy, or making a career path change midlife, something like that. That's a lot of the energy that I'm getting. This is very gaining knowledge, planting seeds, building from the ground up, starting something new. I mean, it could even be, just as an example of what this energy is you have all the knowledge and skill and everything to establish yourself in a career, and you've really fought for it. This is this Emperor energy in reverse. I'll speak to this a little bit more in detail, but it's part of what's informing this, is that it's like had a skill, built a skill, worked in an area for a really long time, and now you have a lot of knowledge in what it is you've been doing for the last many years. For some of you, it could be 20 plus years, right? And it's just, there's no passion in it anymore. It's difficult to come to work and have almost like a positive outlook. Like you're preparing for something. And the example that I wanted to say was, like just starting a side project, like getting really into your hobbies and then seeing that it is something that maybe becomes a YouTube channel, maybe becomes something you can create and sell on a platform like Etsy. These are examples. That's why I'm saying I'm getting this kind of early retirement energy or something. It's almost like you've got something else in your life that you do, and that's really where you want to put your energy or interest. And for some of you, it's a passion that you never allowed yourself to pursue, like it was unattainable for some reason, or you didn't feel like you should or could. And I mean, like going back to medical school in your 40s, it happens. People do it because they don't ever want to, at some point in life, they accept that they want to do the thing that they always wanted to do. They at least want to try. And that's the energy. Okay, so I'm not sure if the energy is making sense to you or adding up, but it is. It's like you're wanting to move away from some level of authority or control over you. I like this Apprentice of Stones energy very much. And that's the preparation is definitely there, like preparing for this next leg of the journey. Now, you might be in school or building this side business or preparing for your retirement, something. You're doing some sort of preparation at the same time, like moonlighting. You see that moon? It's like a moonlighting thing for many of you. You're having to kind of fill it in between everything else. Okay, I believe this is our Queen of Pentacles. It is. Yeah. So emotionally, you're looking for something that's really nurturing and fulfilling. My God, this is consistent with so many of the readings that I've been doing lately. Like, I feel like there's just an overall global universal shift in energy, and people kind of feeling this, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people are beaten down. Things are so expensive. It's so hard. The grind is just the grind. And it's like, if I just have to keep grinding, just to make ends meet, and then I can't even make ends meet. Why don't I just do what I want to do anyway? You know what I mean? If I'm always going to be on the verge of bankruptcy, why don't I at least do something that I love? You know, that's kind of a joke, kind of not a joke, right? And I feel that passion for something that's nurturing to your soul. Whew, fast, very, very fast. You want this to happen like right away, very quickly. Can I get clarification on that? Yeah. Okay. We've got an Adept of Swords, which is like your knight, and a Hangman in reverse, clarifying this Queen of Pentacles. So it's two very opposing energies, about as opposite as you can get. A very fast-moving person, fast-moving energy, and Hangman in reverse is a complete stall, like not moving at all. I need one more card here. I got more than one. More swords energy. Druidic of Swords. So lots of queen energy and the sun reverse. Okay, so for many of you, it's like this is a desire. You have this mental fortitude energy, mental desire, like the logic is there, the skill is there, the resources are there. You are very emotionally ready to just make this happen today. You are ready to be cutthroat about it, like to just go after it. But there's something stalling this energy. There's like a stall here. An emotional stall. Almost like there might be some level of like sadness or depression around you as well. So it's like an internal tug of war. Like, this is what I really want to do. This is what I know I need to do for myself. And then you're stalled by a lack of energy, motivation, self-compassion, self-trust. More swords energy. And this is back to really being methodical. I feel like you need to plan. That's this preparation. The action you need to take to get yourself out of this kind of emotional, tied up emotionally, is to start planning. That's the preparation. You know what you want to do. You know how you're feeling right now. And you need to be planning, doing research. It's the action you need to take. You start researching possibilities for making this happen. Came out here. Oh yeah. Definitely. You need to look for how to balance this out for yourself and how to make this happen. We've got 8 of Stones and Justice. So yeah, this is at least take the action of how to make this possible. And it's not how to make something else possible to get you away from this. It's about how to make it possible to make the new thing that you're passionate about happen. And you need to bring more balance into your life with it. So bringing this new thing into your life is helping to strike a balance that you haven't had for a long time and can be the source of the sun in reverse. We've had this 2 of Swords in reverse that I didn't notice. I don't know when it flipped over. We're going to put the Two of Swords here to the side. That's really indecision, which is very much a theme here. Queen of Cups. Yeah, so your mental space is very, this emotion that you're experiencing is actually clouding your clarity, your ability to think clearly and make a choice. I'm putting this Two of Swords over here with this because, it is in that indecision. Okay, we got a lot going on here. Four of Cups. Lots of energy on what might not work is what you're thinking about this being a foolish move. This is the opposite. About starting off on this new path, and it's just foolish of you to start the new path. That's what you're thinking mentally. Okay, let's see what does your higher self need you to know about this? Okay, we've got all the cards. Let's try again. What does your higher self need you to know? We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Okay, so the message from your higher self is this is not about money anymore. This is not about being wealthy or financially abundant. This is not about being in your ego, where you're the authority figure, where you're the one in charge, or anything like that, where people are looking up to you. This is about choosing you. Very much retirement energy. Choosing to love yourself. I said that recently in a reading. This is about choosing yourself and preparing to choose yourself. Queen of Wands reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so the advice here is it's almost like this is the acceptance energy that I came into this reading with. It's a shift in what you're doing for work. It's like you've spent so much time in this understanding that you learn a skill, you perform that skill, and then you climb a ladder, let's just say. You have some sense of accomplishment. There's experience that you get under your belt from practicing this skill and having this knowledge. And from that experience, you gain more knowledge. You grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, right? And that's this energy of of Queen of Wands energy, like growing. It's like ambitious, right? I think that's the word that I've been looking for. Yeah, confirmation. It's this ambitious energy of like, this is what you do to grow and to make more money and to become more reputable in what you're doing. And those are all activities that support the energy of ambition. And ambition is in reverse here with the Knight of Pentacles upright. You've got a lot of Pentacle energy here. This is definitely a career reading. And this Pentacle, this Knight is confirming this learning that you want to do here. This is the apprentice, like your page, and the knight is what comes next. This knight here in reverse is your doubt, and this upright is your advice, saying you shouldn't doubt yourself, but it is going to feel different. It's going to be very different. Starting over again, starting new again, especially at your season, is going to feel very off and very scary. It's going to feel like it's foolish. There is something about it that's going to bring you the ability to have this balance that you haven't had before. I know this card says material success, but sometimes the words on the cards are not the energy of what the reading is. This isn't about having financial abundance. This is about having the ability to be in a situation where you're in a give and take in your work. Yeah, I'm getting so much confirmation. I can't even, it's crazy. It's the reward is in the flow. The reward is in the give and take. There is some aspect of what you are leaning towards or what you're doing that involves other people. Magician confirming. Here's our magician again, confirming. So it's like the knowledge and skills that you have from this career. Let's just try to put some additional context to it, because what you've built so far, I think part of the fear, the cups energy, like the 4 and 5 of cups that keep coming out, this indecision, this feeling of foolishness, is one, that you're going to have wasted everything that you've done in your life to move in something completely different direction. But I don't see that at all, and I don't think that's the case. In fact, I think you have built more tools, knowledge, and skills through your experience in whatever it is that you're doing now that you can take anywhere that you don't even recognize how much you have there. There's so much emotional intelligence, just different levels of experiences with people, awareness. There's just a huge toolkit that you have available to you that you can take anywhere through just your experience alone, right? And that is invaluable. It is invaluable and is part of what makes it possible to choose yourself. Now, to be clear, I am not ever going to suggest in a career finance reading like this one that you make it impossible for you to look after yourself, care for yourself in some way. I'm never going to suggest that. I'm not going to say cash out all of your savings and throw it into this really risky endeavor. As a human being, I'm not going to say that, regardless of what we might see here before us. Whatever your situation is, if this reading resonates with you, you're picking up on it. And universal energy also isn't going to guide you to take a risk that isn't going to work out for you. This is preparation. This is not action, right? The action in this reading is preparing. And part of preparation is preparing to understand how you can achieve this flow, achieve this balance, do your research. That's the action from this reading. This reading isn't saying the time is now, do it. The time is now, do it. It's a reassurance. That's what this is. That's what this energy is a reassurance that you're ready to do this new path. You can prepare a little bit more. And in that preparation, I'm going to guess that there's information or an idea. You might see in others a model where they're able to do this for less money, where they're able to provide for themselves a little bit along the way. Yeah, we've got Star card and Ten of Stones in reverse for sure. This is about being inspired. It's not about the spending or the money aspect of it right now. That's what the Star card and the Ten of Stones reverse is saying. This is about being inspired. So the first step is to inspire yourself and to know that the universe is behind you in whatever you're inspired to do. This is a slow and steady journey, a slow and steady progress towards this learning and this new season. Choosing yourself doesn't have to mean throwing in your notice and walking out the door at a job that you've had for 25 years, right? It it is just planting seeds, preparing for what your next steps are, doing your homework in what your best next action is, and loving yourself enough to dream and be inspired about what your life can be next. Let's prepare for what comes next. Let's prepare for the inspiration piece because you're very much lacking dream energy, inspiration, joy. And this preparation is intended to spark joy within you. This preparation is intended to make sure that the sun is not in reverse and you're not feeling like you're stuck. That's what this preparation is for. Bringing that beauty, that joy, that inspiration for, yeah, there's so much more to life. There's so much left. This is what I'm going to do next. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about how to take care of it financially at another time. Okay, thank you very much for joining this reading today. If it resonated with you, if you like this reading style, I would appreciate a like or subscribe, especially if you don't want me to get lost in the masses. You may never see me again. I'm a very small channel. So a like and subscribe will certainly make sure you find me again. All right, thanks. Take care.